Yeah, you know what time it is. Is that gold coins or ring underneath your coil? Welcome to the Pro Metal Detector Show. Welcome to ProMetalDetector.com's radio talk show. I got to keep saying that. I am sorry about that. I'm your host, Max. Always, this coast is somewhere beautiful where rings and coins fear the beard. Yeah, they fear the beard. Welcome to the show. We'd like to thank our sponsor, SepticTankBacteria.com. That is SepticTankBacteria.com. Yep, SepticTankBacteria.com. Now let's get down and dirty into metal detecting for the fastest half hour you will ever have. Search, rescue, and recovery metal detecting. It's a lot of big title, a lot of words in a big title. It's very important, I might add. Very, very important. We know a little bit too much about it, besides our family background. I was an MP for 8 years in a guard unit. Some of my family are retired and active in the police sciences all across the country. God bless them. God bless our police right now. Please, God, look over them. Let them come home safe every night. Please, God. Let's get back to the show. Crime scene investigation and metal detectors go hand in hand and have been a go-to to locate other areas. Locate other areas, other crime scenes, search locations, you name it, quickly and efficiently. Time is of the essence, and quick decisions must be made by highly trained professionals using tools that save time. Yeah. You get that call in, I'll say right now. Time starts when the call goes to the 911 system. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit older than everybody else. I'm used to saying 911. Okay? 911. 911 system. Call gets sent to a sector car. The officer arrives and secures the scene, really not knowing what's going on until they make the discovery. Right. Just for argument's sake, or for demonstration purposes, I should say. That's even a better thing. Let's make up a crime scene. Right. The crime scene is a 2-story home on a 10 acres plot of land next to a large, deep body of water that is flowing pretty steadily. Got a big lake that's flowing. You want to call it a large stream with a belly, you name it. One victim found. People known to the home missing. A .45 caliber 1911 was found in the grass outside the home with tire marks across the street with a peel out. Everybody's done that in sand. They peel out, usually because they want to get away fast. Headed down the road. Massive blood stains by the peel out. Keep that in mind. Outside and outside in the backyard next to a dug area. It looks like a freshly dug area. Massive blood stains right there. Unknown how old the crime scene is. Yeah, nobody knows. They just get a phone call. From who? I don't know. Maybe someone discovered it and called the police. Next to the body was a massive amount of blood loss that, without removing the victim's clothing on site by the medical examiner, unknown cause of death. You have no lead, no which way to work from that point. Unless you have something as simple as a small metal detector. All right. For example, the Garrett pinpointer. You could quickly scan the victim without touching them and can pinpoint a round if there's a round in the body. Yeah, you could pinpoint a round that's in the body without touching them. If no round can be pinpointed by the Garrett pinpointer, possible stab wounds was the cause of the blood leaving the body. vicious way of dying is a stab wound. It is. You could drop pretty fast. The Garrett Carrot, as it is known, is a low-cost, small metal detector. If your department or county has a dive team, they may have something else that's close to the Garrett Carrot. It's a little bit bigger. It's called the Treasure Product 740 Pulse Induction Handheld Metal Detector to use in a pinch. But the bigger problem with that is that the search coil is much wider. So the possibility of falsing, in other words, picking up other signals other than what you were looking for, aka a round or even a knife, or you can actually pinpoint a handgun, or firearm or something, becomes a real problem where a Garrett pinpointer, you could detect the area the size of a dime. Yeah, imagine a small coffee cup plate. That's roughly the size of the Treasure Product 740 Pulse Induction Handheld Metal Detector compared to the size of a dime on the Garrett pinpointer, aka the Garrett Carrot. Let's go outside. Since a round casing was found by eye, nothing else, and the outside of the house was full of holes the size of rounds, locating all casings is a must. Could have been a drive-by shooting. Someone could have walked up and shot. I don't know. The MindLab Equinox 600 metal detector with both the MindLab 15-inch double D smart coil and the MindLab 11-inch double D smart coil will make short work of finding evidence, especially the 15-inch coil. I work a lot with the 15-inch MindLab double D smart coil, the 15-inch. You will scan a large area really fast, and you'll be able to pinpoint with the MindLab Equinox 600 metal detector. It's a nice feature. Just turn on the MindLab Equinox 600 metal detector, put on the headphones if you'd like to use them, and go. It's really that simple, that easy. As long as you have it charged up, you're ready to rock and roll. That's another tool to have. Pretty much the MindLab 600, aka the Knox 600, is really a basic Swiss Army knife for your emergency service units, crimes units, to even your fire departments. You can actually even locate water valve boxes with them too. But it's a nice, basic, high-end, low-priced metal detector that's multi-frequency. The MindLab Equinox 600 is easy to use and perfect for small to medium crime scene areas. And it's waterproof to 10 feet. So your dive team can even use it down to 10 feet. If you got waterproof headphones, you can go down to 10 feet. And I have. Now, remember, the house is on a 10-acre piece of property, and you found bloodstains outside and a couple of dug-up areas. To investigate the large areas quickly, I strongly advise the two-box style metal detector. Yeah, you've probably seen them. Two good examples I strongly suggest are the White's TM808, which I feel is probably the closest thing to ground penetrating radar in a metal detector without being ground penetrating radar, and the Fisher Gemini 3 metal detector. I've used them highly both. The White's TM808 metal detector, I'd say, is one of the easiest two-box metal detectors I've ever used and even demonstrated. It doesn't take much to pick up on how it's used, how to use it efficiently, or even to find areas that were dug up and made to look like they weren't dug up. You could pick that up too once you get very proficient in the use with the White's TM808. The White's TM808 metal detector is a made in the USA metal detector that is fully adjustable and has automatic settings. So you could just put on automatic and go. You can use the headphones, or you can use the speaker. I strongly advise using headphones. It will find deep targets down to 15 feet. 15 feet easily. as someone who's used this for well over 10 years, 15 feet. 15 feet is actually quite less of a depth. I've picked up manholes 25 feet down from being proficient with this metal detector. Yeah. You can find buried cars pretty easily. Found a very buried VW Bug on our property, and we called our local police and took care of that. Like I said, over time, you'll be able to find places that were dug, that would look like they weren't dug. And the White's TM808 is a lightweight metal detector. Lightweight metal detector. Yeah, it's easy. The negative side of that metal detector is that you got to treat it pretty well. It's delicate. Once a year, I send mine back to White's and just fix up because I use mine all the time. I put a lot of mileage on my White's TM808. I'm even afraid to say how many miles I put on it, meaning that it's in my vehicle. It's one of the first pieces of equipment I personally grab when I got to go locate something. So I always want to make sure it's in tip-top shape and that the headphones are working superbly. The next 2-box metal detector I suggest for large acres, large areas scanning real fast is the Fisher Gemini 3 metal detector. It's a compact, industrial, tough metal detector. I don't want to tell you what I've done to mine. I mean, from falling out of the back of a pickup truck doing 55, turning around and going to get it before someone ran it over, to dropping it 3 stories off a roof once. Yeah. Still taking a beating and still ticking. And maybe I'm just lucky. I don't know. This metal detector will store for travel, which is another plus for this metal detector. Very tightly, safely, and can take a beating, like I just said. The 2-box brains, as I put it, have a tough plastic outer shell, and both pieces lock together. So it becomes like a suitcase. You can take these 2 pieces off, or you can put them back together. You know, the 3-piece handle comes with a 3-piece handle. It comes with a strap. So locating deep targets is a breeze, and you can cover acres pretty fast. You may detect 20 feet or more. This is easy to learn and use. This is a compact. When you take the 2 pieces of the Fisher Gemini 3 and put them together, they could fit into a glove compartment that's a very large glove compartment. You could put it behind a seat in a van. You could do a lot of things with it. You could make that work. Along with the 3-piece handle and the strap, they all come down to pieces. You can make yourself up a little tube to put them in with the strap. That could take a beating also. Fresh batteries are always a must on these units. For long-term slow investigating, I strongly advise GPR. There is nothing that beats GPR, ground penetrating radar. And at the bottom of this, I'll put a link on the bottom of it. And subscribe, by the way. Do me a favor, subscribe to this channel. Hit the like button, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Okay, and getting back to the peel-out crime scene area, a very quick but detailed search could be made by using the MyLab Equinox 600 metal detector. You know, if you noticed, I said it was next to a road and a stream. So I suggest using the headphones. Definitely use the MyLab 15-inch smart coil. It'll make very short work of an area. I've used that coil to locate stuff in 3 acres. Detailed grid search over 3 acres. It takes a lot of work to do that, and it takes a lot of time. But I was locating specific things, specific targets buried. The same MyLab metal Equinox 600 metal detector since it is waterproof down to 10 feet, can be used to search the stream and the lake. We suggest using the waterproof headphones. Yes, you're going to go in the water with the Equinox 600, get the waterproof headphones because Bluetooth doesn't work underwater. There are companies out there that claim that Bluetooth doesn't work underwater. Why? I've tried. That's fine. Learn from my mistakes. So I fried Bluetooth headphones. Get the underwater Bluetooth headphones. Get the underwater headphones that plug into the back of your Equinox 600. You'll be very happy. Now, for your underwater search and recovery team, being a diver myself, been a diver for over 30 years, easy. And an underwater metal detector, spent many hours underneath the water and metal detecting. I suggest this underwater metal detector. This metal detector I'm going to describe to you is good to depths down to 200 feet. Now, a lot of crime scenes can be down 200 feet. They tend not to be down 200 feet, but you could just take this and go into the water with it, put on the headphones, and go deep diving. For any water 10 feet or over to search, we suggest the MindLab Excalibur 2. The MindLab Excalibur 2 with the 10-inch search coil. Excellent machine. Excellent machine. The ease of use it's an ease of use metal detector, and be able to adjust it with dive gloves on is a strong plus in my book, and the added benefit of being able to dive 200 feet deep if need to be. Yeah. So you have an option there, 0 to 200 feet. Just like the MindLab Equinox 600, this is a multi-frequency metal detector, so that means you can find what you're looking for fast. So it's running minimum three frequencies, so you don't have to put on one, grid the area, come back to start, put on a different frequency. They're going simultaneously firing off thousands of times a second. Excellent, excellent, excellent metal detector. One of my personal favorite handheld metal detectors for scuba or even snorkeling to locate anything quick is the Quest Scuba Tech underwater metal detector. This is a low-cost pulse induction handheld metal detector that has a huge search coil, so you can cover more ground in less time to recover items. This literally is a toss on your wetsuit and jump in metal detector. No scuba is needed, even though it has a depth rate of 200 feet. Pulse injection is a staple of the industry. Excellent in water areas, but not good on dry land because you can't really discriminate or see what's going on underneath your coil. The MindLab Equinox 600, the MindLab Excalibur 2, you could both use on land, and I have used both of them on land because you can adjust them a little bit. The MindLab Equinox 600 metal detector, has a big screen on it where you can see with a corresponding number what is under your coil. To dig or not to dig. Investigate or not to investigate. Yeah, you can locate just brass casings with a specific range of numbers and forget about everything else. Yeah, makes crime scene investigation, makes search recovery easier, makes rescue possible easier, quicker, faster, and it gets the investigation started on a steamroll using these metal detectors I just put out there and described to you. If you have any questions, give us a holler. Sales@ProMetalDetector.com. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. We're here for you. We're here for you. Being in law enforcement these days is not an easy job. Never was ever easy, but it's just getting tougher and tougher every single day. God bless all our law enforcement community too, and their families. Please, God, look over their shoulders. They have a tough job. And hopefully this equipment I just described today will be down in my description there with links. Will make your job a lot easier. I'd like to thank everybody out there that's listening to this. I'd like to thank our sponsor, SepticTankBacteria.com. 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 Shout out to Calico out there and MindLab and White's Metal Detectors. You go out there, you be safe. God bless. Catch you on the next one.